Hey everybody, Sean here again from BoredParaocrd.com, and I'm going to show you today how to make a neck lanyard with a clip on the end so you can attach your keys, and it also has a breakaway clasp or buckle that goes around your neck. So to get started, you're going to use about 5 to 6 feet of one color, whichever color you want to go around your neck. You're going to need a little extra for your neck. And then 4 feet of your secondary color. And so what I'm using today is the charcoal gray, and then we also have the Suns, which is a purple and orange, and it's kind of hard to see with camera, but it is purple and orange. Looks pretty good with the charcoal. So the first thing we want to do is I'm going to use the charcoal to get started. We're going to find the center point. So what I did is I put my two ends together and then just ran it all through my fingers. This is my center point. Now we're going to create an S, or in this case a Z, a backwards S. Okay, so your center point should be right there, right where I'm pointing, right there. That should be the center point. Now you can pick this up, so you got your S or your Z, and you want to, well, let's back up. You also want to find your center point of the other color also. So grab the two ends, pull the paracord through your fingers, and this is your center point. So now lay that center point and intersect your two center points. So your center is here on this one. So you've got 2 feet going this way and 2 feet going this way. And then we can pick all this up. You're going to take the bottom one here. Just make sure we got you focused here. And this is going to go underneath the first two, 1, 2, and then come up through that loop. Just like that. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Go under the top two, bring it through this loop. Just like that. And then you can go ahead and pull everything tight. Well, hold off. I got to grab a buckle real quick. And I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So this is going to be the bottom. This is where we're going to attach the this little clip for your keys. So what we want to do is, you can do this before you kind of weave this. I like to do it after, just because it's easier to work with the paracord if this is not attached to it. So I'm just going to run this back through everything so that we have it attached at the bottom. Once you tighten this up, you can kind of get an idea what I'm talking about. So you just want to keep on cinching everything through. You'll know when you're tight enough because you won't be able to do anything. And when you look at the other side here, let me get this over. There we go. When you look at the other side, you should have a nice little checkerboard. There we go. Alright, so this is going to end up being the bottom where your keys hook into. So now, normally on the regular crown Sinnet, you just take this straight over top. So you go from 6 o'clock straight up to 12. And you do that for each one. In this one, in the round crown Sinnet, oh, and that's, I forgot that's what we're doing today. This design is, you can find this in the Ashley Book of Knots, or JD also has a tutorial on how to do the round crown Sinnet. So what you're going to do is, I like to start at the bottom, take this and cross it kind of on an angle off to the left. So you're going to be on the left side of this top one. So instead of being on the right to do the regular crown Sinnet, you're going to take it over this way. And then you're going to do that for every one. So we're going to take this guy, so we're going from 9 o'clock, and then we're just going to go right before 3 o'clock. So it's going to go on this side. Okay, so we're working our way clockwise this time. So this one is going to come over here. And our last one, what we have to do is we're going to go over this one and under the other one. Just like that. So let me see if I can zoom in on this for you a little bit. Give you a little bit closer view of what we got going on. And then we can tighten this up. Just want to pull a little at a time. You can also wiggle it side to side like I like to do. It kind of helps out a little bit. And then just pull one cord at a time until it just doesn't tighten up anymore. Alright, I'm going to try to do one this close so you can see what exactly we have to do. So get your paracord all set up so they're all looking like this. Start with the bottom and cross it over so it's kind of going on an angle. Now we have to work counterclockwise, so each level that you do, you're going to go clockwise and then counterclockwise. Alright, so we got that one. Actually, I don't think that rule applies on this one now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I think we just we keep on working the same way that we have been. So we keep on working clockwise. So take that one over, make sure it's to the left of this one, the one that's still up straight. Take your left one, you're going to come over top of this one. This one's just going to go over this way. And we pull this one back just a little bit. And then your 3 o'clock is going to go over this first one and through underneath of that other one. And pull this through. So you should have something that looks like that. And then you go ahead and pull this tight. And Bruce Stevens, an admin in the Paracord On group, he's been on me about doing this round crown Sinnet for a while now. Sorry Bruce, I didn't get to it sooner. But you can kind of see what's going on here. This is going to give it kind of a spiral look to it as you go. And the reason it does that is because we're crossing. Instead of going straight up with it, we're going over, we're crossing over. And that's what gives it its spiral look. So I'm going to do a couple more of these a little bit quicker now. I'm going to back up just a little so I can stay in the frame. But bottom one, up, cross everything. Just like that. Your left one, cross everything. You always want to make sure that it goes to the left. So if this one is going this way, this is on the left side of this, the one that's shooting up straight. This one here is actually on the left side if you were to turn it. This one comes across, and then the one on the right, the one that you have left, goes over top, but then it also goes underneath to finish the knot. Alright, we'll get this pulled tight, and then I'll do one more here, and then I'm going to finish it up, and then I'll be back to show you how to get the adjustable clasp on there. Alright, so then get yourself situated again. Cross, 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 over, under. And it's just that easy. And just keep repeating that. And go ahead and pull it tight. Alright, and you can see we got that spiral look going. I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to go about 3-4 inches, and I'll be back and I'll show you how to put the breakaway clip on there. Alright, so as you can see, I have gotten about 2-3 inches down. That's about as far as I want to go for my lanyard here. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to work on the piece that goes around my neck, and I already measured this around my neck, and I think I want this to hang right where my ribs end, like right at my sternum, right where that comes down and ends. So I'm going to cut these off right here because that'll give me the perfect length to go around my neck. Might help if I have my scissors, huh? Alright, so we're going to cut these off about here. And then we're going to take our clip here. Is there a bird in here? We're going to Well, first what I need to do is melt these down just a little. I'm gonna melt these, let them cool just slightly, and then roll them in my finger, just so I can get it through this little buckle here. So we're gonna push it through here. We're just gonna let that sit there for a second. I'm gonna do the same thing with this end. If you try and push it through without melting the end down a little bit, it will not go. You could also use a fid right here if you wanted to. I've lost the feeling in my fingertips because of this, so I'm kind of used to it, I guess. Alright, so we're going to pull these through. And then to keep these on here, it's really hard to tie a knot and make them fit real well. So what I've learned to do is I'm going to pull this cardboard in here just so that I don't make a mess. And I'll zoom out a little bit here. I'm going to melt these ends down so that it kind of gives them like a ball of plastic on the end. And you'll start to see it catch fire like that. And when it does that, you want to blow it out when it starts to get a ball at the end of it, just like that. And what that'll do, that'll keep it from pulling through the thing, pulling through the buckle. And you just want to let this cool. So I'm going to set it there, just very lightly set it on there. And we'll do the same thing with this side. Alright, so that's going to catch fire. And then if you're doing this, if you're a kid or if you're under 18, I would suggest having a parent around. That's just to be safe. Alright, so while those are cooling, we're going to come back here and I'm going to snip the ends off of these. About right there. Alright, I'm going to use the same lighter. I think this one's cool enough, yeah. These are both cool enough now. Yep, those are cool. Alright, so I cut the end off there. I'm just going to get this to melt down a little bit. And I got my smoothing tool over here somewhere. Put a nice edge on here so it doesn't poke you. There we go, I think we're about right there. I'll round that over, making it so that it can't fall through there. Okay. The same thing on this side. Sorry, this is the boring part of the video. Alright, get that nice and melted. The reason I use a smoothing tool over a lighter is if you're using a lighter a lot of times what will happen is the outside of the lighter will get hot and then the paracord will stick to the lighter. As you can see, I've got some plastic on both sides of my lighter from doing exactly that. Alright, so now we've got our, I'm going to zoom this out. We've got our ends cut and singed. We have our ends here that go around our neck, and as you can see, these balls pull in but they don't pull through, and there's just enough room in there where these will clip on just like that, and if for some reason they need to come off, they break away real easily without a lot of pressure. But there you have it. That is the neck lanyard, the crown round Sinnet with the breakaway clasp. Hope you like that. Make sure you check out the Paracord group on Facebook. I'll have a link for it down in the description. It's the Paracord on Facebook group. A lot of people doing a lot of stuff like this, and they'll give you some good tips and hints and show you. It's a place where you can show off your work too. So I'll check you out there. And until next time, paracord on.